Welcome back to Saca Las Horitas podcast. This is episode 35. Hey, episode 35 already. What the F? Yup.
Shout out us.
Yeah, shout out us for making it this far.
Congratulations on the consistency.
Yes. Shout out both of my co-hosts.
Shout out you. Shit. I mean, you're the one that's pushing it.
Oh.
We just show up and look pretty. You feel me?
Yeah, no, but shout out to you, both of y'all, because if it wasn't for y'all, there would be no episodes.
Yeah, thank you.
So love you guys, love Victor, love Rega.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna do the official intro. So my name is Danny, also known as Brujo, and I'm here with my two co-hosts,
Erica Tinez.
Filiado.
And again, this is episode 35. So the first thing I gotta speak on, man, is last week's episode.
Episode 34.
Episode 34. Dude, it was so lit. I want to shout out Alejandra. I want to shout out Brittany. I want to shout out Jocelyn. I want to shout out you ladies for welcoming me to LA last weekend. It was so lit. Like, that weekend was off the hook, man.
Hell yeah. No, I just watched the episode last night. I was like, damn, they was turned the hell up over there. I was like, LA be popping.
Yeah.
I was watching it with my roommate and shit, and then it was just like, it was crazy. Y'all need to watch the episode. There was moments where I was just like, oh shit, what the fuck? Hopefully my mama don't watch this, but I mean, I heard she did watch it, right?
She sure did.
Yucky.
Yeah, you know what's funny? So we were actually watching it, me, my sister Erica right here, and our mom. And there's jokes in that episode that I specifically was like, hey, my mom, my sister gonna watch this, and I was actually watching it with my mom and my sister. As soon as I uploaded it, we all went to the living room and watched it. So that was hella funny. But you gotta go watch that episode to see what joke I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He got verbally assaulted.
Yeah,
it was great.
It was so lit.
It was a funny episode.
Yeah.
It was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, dude. Thank you, man. Thank you,
Yeah.
and thank you to our guests. They did so good. It was like they definitely brought the laughs. Man. It was pretty lit.
Yeah.
Shout out Jocelyn, Team Gemini.
Hey.
Oh yeah, I know. Hey. Yeah.
Shout out the producer. No,
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out our producer. She's Team Gemini. We were actually talking about Geminis, and I was so buzzed that I forgot to mention that my brother's a Gemini. My brother right here, my co-host, Filiado, he's a Gemini.
Can't you tell?
Yeah. It's because I was so lit. Everybody there, like, we were so buzzed that we were like, I forgot what I was saying, man.
I know I was watching the episode and they were like, so I'm a Scorpio, I'm a Cancer, dude. And then he was like, yeah, my sister's a Cancer. I'm like, with my shout out. And then they're like, and then what's her name was in the back, like, yeah, what about Geminis? I was like, yeah. And then I was just like, yep, they finna shout out the foe, you feel me? And then they changed the subject and I was like, fuck, they started shouting out Capricorns and some other foods. They talk about water signs, you feel me? I think we air signs, ain't Gemini air signs?
Yeah.
Air
Air
You
sign.
feel me? But I keep it in the air, you feel me? So it makes sense.
Hey. Philly was like, so when is he gonna tell everybody I'm a Gemini?
Like, so y'all don't see me?
Nah, it's Gucci Belucci, you feel me?
Dude, no, seriously though. Hey, shout out Gemini, man. Shout out Gemini.
I was like, it's probably because of that Drake and Kendrick shit, you feel me? I was like, it was some type of animosity, but it's all good. Nah,
yeah, because isn't Kendrick a Gemini?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he's a Drake fan, so no.
Now that you remind me of that, I'm kind of glad I forgot about Gemini.
That's what it was.
But
There's the catch.
Hey, Drake's doing it though. He just posted something about he got 10 singles that are become diamond, and he's like the one artist that has the most, you feel me, rap songs or in general. So
shout out Drake.
That's a win for the Scorpios.
Shout out Scorpio, Team Scorpio.
Anyways, back to the episode.
As Brittany on episode 34 was saying, Scorpios are the more toxic ones.
Hey.
Except for me, because everybody knows, soy un angelito.
Yeah, if you're from Sacramento, it's something in the water that keeps us just as good men,
Yeah, exactly. No, but seriously though, man, it was so lit because it was hella funny because in the moment I was hella buzzed, right? But when I'm editing the video sober and they brought up Geminis, I was like, oh, how did I not mention my brother's a Gemini? Like,
it's Gucci Belucci.
Oh man,
It happened.
Yeah, it happens. But shout out Geminis, shout out Filiado Gemini, and then our producer for last episode 34, Jocelyn. Shout out Jocelyn. Shout out Geminis.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I think both of you guys' birthdays are like 2 days apart or a few days apart.
May
Like,
21st over here, you feel me? I'm on the cusp.
Yeah.
They call me a super Gemini, you feel me? They
Yeah.
say we got Taurus traits or some shit like that, but
Something
Yeah.
light.
Yeah.
something like that. You know what I mean? Type shit.
I'll go leve.
Algo leve.
You know what I mean?
But it was great. I mean, I enjoyed the episode. I damn near cried at the end. You guys had a glimpse of the chat. This was just literally like 10% of our group, and for sure, I want to shout out Alejandra. You did great, Brittany. Amazing, chef's kiss, and with the little glimpses that we got of Jocelyn, I was like, oh. So thank you guys for taking care of my brother. Thank you guys for the hospitality, and we know you had a rough morning, so let's get on that topic.
Yeah, guys. So it's crazy, right? So like, again, shout out the ladies, for taking so good care of me.
Yeah.
So here's the crazy thing, right? So when I arrived to town and when I got to LA, I had already booked a place ahead of time. So I get there and there was no way for me to check in. So I showed up to the place. There's no front desk. Some people were coming out. It was gated. Everything was like locked and gated because it was kind of like in a nicer neighborhood. It was in Burbank. So some people were coming out. So okay, when they open the door to come out, I'm gonna hold the door and go in there and check in with the office, right? So when they come out, they're looking at me hella weird. I didn't know why they were looking at me weird at first. Then I found out why, right? So when they're coming out,
excuse me, my bad. Fuck. Hey, he said it on his last episode. He's like, the reason I don't drink beer is because we burping a lot.
Yeah, see, exactly. Hey, what are you drinking right now?
I'm drinking beer.
Right now? Yeah, exactly. See?
But my bad, keep going. All right, so
yeah, no, I was like, so when they were coming out, it was an Asian lady and a white lady, and they're looking at me weird, right? So I'm like, right? So,
probably because you got hella tats.
Yeah,
you look crazy.
Yeah, so I immediately felt hella weird. So when I go into the place, there was no office, there was no front desk, there was no way to check in. It was actually apartments. So I'm like, damn, what the hell's going on, right? So then they had like a number on the wall, and they're like, for customer service, call here. So I'm calling the number. I'm looking on the app. I'm like finding out how the F I'm gonna check into this place. There's nobody that I could contact. So I'm standing outside the building. I'm freaking Mexican. I'm the only Mexican in this area.
Damn.
I'm on the phone with trying to find out what I'm gonna do, like who I'm gonna check in with. So I kind of feel like it was a scam. So I was literally out there for like 2 hours trying to get a hold of somebody because it was still kind of early in the day. But I texted Alejandra and I was like, hey dude, I was like, the place is not letting me check in. They're hella tripping. Because I'm over here like losing my ish, right? Like I'm like, what the F's going on? Like I feel like I kind of got scammed. And I'm actually still dealing with it with my bank. So the whole time, Alejandra's like, dude, don't even trip. She's like, even if you can't check in, even if you can't get a spot out here, it's still Saturday. It's still Modelo time. Like she's like, dude, we still gonna chill. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So shout out Alejandra, man. Again, like I'm so grateful for her. Like I seriously, like words can't even explain like how grateful I am for her.
Is that the one that was in the episode?
Yeah.
In the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was our guest. So she was like, dude, don't even trip. But I'm over here like, dude, no, but I paid up front for this room, right? So like I'm like, plus the whole room, like the whole setup was, I specifically picked that spot because it was like podcast perfect,
Yeah, like aesthetically good for a podcast.
Yeah, like it had a whole bar at the kitchen.
Damn.
And it had a whole casting couch.
Oh, that would have been dope. Casting couch, what the fuck?
Had a whole casting couch.
My bad, I caught that late. I was talking about the bar.
Nah, just wait. But I mean, it really did have a casting couch, but so it's like, I was like, dude, there's specific reasons why I want this spot specifically. Right? But I couldn't get in. But like I said, Alejandra was like, dude, don't even trip. Like, you could even stay in my place if you have to. Like, don't even trip. Like, we're good. But me, for those of you that don't know, it's a 6 hour drive from here to LA, right?
And you went by yourself, huh?
Yeah, and I was by myself. And I took the Nissan Altima. Shout out Erica right here.
Damn.
Shout out Erica. She let me borrow her car to drive out there because my car won't make it out there. But hers will make it out there in one tank. So
I heard that.
Yeah, so shout out Erica. Thank you for letting me borrow the Nissan Altima.
They're very popular in LA too.
Hey, all the tortas were looking at me like, hey, what's up, fool?
Damn.
You're one of us.
Yeah, exactly. They were like, oh, shit.
That's his girlfriend's car.
Yeah, I know, because it's all pink decked out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, it was lit, man. But yeah, like I said, the whole trip was lit except for like the whole, getting scammed part. That part sucks. It sucks getting scammed.
Yeah.
But like I said, like I said, Alejandra was like the whole time she was like, dude, don't even trip. Like we good. Like like don't even trip. But me, I was just so frustrated and so angry that I was seriously so close to just driving back to Sacramento. Like I had to call Erica and be like, hey, dude, what the F should I do? I told her the whole situation. And then she's like, dude, just let me know what happens. She was kind of giving me, oh, did you try this? Did you try that? I was like, yeah. tried everything. So then I go on Google and I'm looking up, like different, places where I can rent a room real quick, like last minute. So the nearest one, boom, I drive there, they're booked. So I Google the next one, I drive there, they're booked. So then I started thinking like, maybe it's because of the way I look, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe because they're like, damn, because this is Burbank. So I was like, they're probably like, damn, we ain't trying to rent this for a room.
Right.
So then I started looking online. So then I booked one online. It said it was booked. I drive there. They're like, oh no, we're overbooked. They were like, we do that on purpose so that we can sell out. I was like, what the, dude? So pretty much every 30 minutes, I'm sending Alejandra like a new address. Like, hey, forget that one. This is the new address.
Damn.
30 minutes later, I'm like, hey, never mind, they're booked too. So here's the new address. 30 minutes later, I'm like, hey, never mind, forget that one too. Like, here's the new one. So it was just like a whole mess, man. So like I said, shout out Alejandra. Like I said, I cannot even say thank you enough because it was like, she was seriously like, oh, okay, cool. Okay, yeah, it's cool. Okay, don't even trip. Like the whole time she's like not even tripping, And then, so long story short, after like hell, like for hours, right? For hours, I finally found a spot. And then I finally hit her up again and I was like, hey, okay, this is the final address for sure. This is the new address. I sent her the address. She's like, dude, that's right down the street. Like it's right down the street, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's like I was like, so I told Erika and I told Alejandra too. I was like, dude, the spirits literally lined it up.
Yeah, perfectly.
Because it's like where her street is. Like you just go straight down the street for like a mile and then make a left on a certain street. The place is right there.
Damn.
So it was like, it worked out. It was like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
As big as that area is over there,
right.
It's like crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, shit, man. Thank God you got, you made it out there safe and got an episode out and still made it back safe, So
yeah, and you know what's crazy? I was actually gonna record 2 episodes while I was out there. Mm-hmm. So that was on Saturday, and I was gonna do one on Sunday too. But because of all that, I was kind of just like, man, I don't even want to stay out here too long. So I canceled with the second guest, the one I was gonna do on Saturday, the interview I was gonna do on Saturday. But even her, after I told her, she was like, dude, don't even, like, you could have just stayed here. You should have told me. But in the moment where I'm like, I don't even have, like, I haven't even showered. Like, I got to look for somewhere to stay. I'm not even thinking, I'm not even thinking, like, I'm just, like, stressed. But, shout out to, our guests. Like I said, shout out to, that was my homegirl, Jen, the one I was going to interview on that Sunday. And then shout out, like I said, to Alejandra, because she's the one that was, like, keeping me calm. And then shout out Erica, too, because I was on the phone with Erica, like, dude, I put it to this place. They told me this. What should I do? I'm ready to drive back. Damn. She's like, dude, just wait.
Hold on. Just keep looking.
She's like, just wait a little bit. Because I'm borrowing her car. So I don't want her to look on the location of her car. Her car's going back and forth between locations. So I was like,
that's hella funny.
So I was like, hey, I'm not just out here joyriding. I'm not like this is going on.
Like, damn, how many girls you pulling up on?
Ultimate activities.
Yeah,
he went to all the hotels.
Hey, I didn't want Erica to come and be like, Alejandra lives that way.
Where you going?
That's crazy.
Dude, that's hilarious.
But it was I was on the phone with Erica, stressed the F out, man.
Damn.
So you could hear it in your voice. I'm like, dude, just hold on. Just wait a minute. Just give it to 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, luckily, I waited and, I found that spot, like, by Amerigo, shout out to Spirits, man.
Yeah. You should have lit a Abre Caminos.
Yeah.
Like a candle fuggy.
Yeah. But see, it's like, it's crazy because I feel like I said, all that, it just led up to, like, the Spirits, like, they lined me up to where, boom, guess what? Like, now you're down the street.
Right.
And then, then they came through. And then we made that bomb ass episode, man. Yeah. Episode 34. That shit was
even the producer was like, "Oh, the first location was far, so if it was over there, I wouldn't have gone."
Yeah.
So that makes it more of like an affirmation that it's like, yeah, she went because of the location change.
Yeah.
You know. So.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So shout out our producer and
shout out her.
Shout out to Spirits because they're the ones that like I said it was so crazy because. Like, once I saw how close it was, I was like, damn, like, I couldn't even come up with that, you know?
Right.
I wouldn't even be able to plan
It's like,
it out
you can't make this up.
Yeah.
Like, it's just perfectly how everything worked out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So right now, I'm about to take another shot just for that.
I was just about to say, take a shot for that.
I
made it back to sex.
I cut limones.
I think it's shot o'clock. But yeah, man, so if y'all see me really smiling a lot right now is because of last episode was off.
It was great. It was great.
Yeah,
I almost cried at the end. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Man, what part?
when they were like, "Oh, Erica, we love Erica Hunt."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then
You got all the shout outs. I was like, okay. I was like, oh, they shouted out like 12 times already. I should get a shout out real quick too.
Come on now.
that was my bad.
I'm just talking shit. I was just talking shit.
That was my bad. I'm the one that slipped up on that one. Because when I was watching it sober, I was like, man, that was a perfect opportunity to shout out Philly Hello.
For
Nah,
real.
I'm just playing. Nah, I don't
He did say that though. He was like, dude, I forgot to mention him.
That's because you guys got him heard.
You guys want me one?
Like, oh yeah, please.
Nah, I'm Gucci.
Not even.
It's because in the moment I was messed up. I was all messed up, especially with the. Oh, cheers.
Cheers. Shout out the chat.
Salute, yo.
Chat. Oh.
Shout out the MF fucking chat.
Shout out LA.
Shout out LA, man. You guys always show us so much love.
In LA.
So much love.
It wouldn't be LA without
Mexicans.
Mexicans, black love, brown pride, and the sets again. Hey.
Yeah, but for real,
Have y'all
man.
heard that new YG? Hollywood with Shoreline Mafia.
Yeah.
It's damn. You know what?
You know what?
Okay, so listen, I like Shoreline Mafia. I like their last project they did together. I like OGZ. His last project he did was fire. I recommend y'all check that out. But like I like YG too, but I feel like that song was too like radio. It reminded me of the other one that he has with 2 Chainz that goes dun 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 dun, and it sounded like they were trying too hard for the radio,
Like too commercial.
Yeah. Like I feel like if they.
Fair.
Yeah, I feel like they should have just, like, did it, like, just it felt like they were trying too hard, but, I mean, it's cool, it's slap, like, it probably might have to grow onto me, like I said, because I'm a big fan of both of them. I mean, all of them. I just recently became a fan of Shoreline Mafia, like, as a group, but, it's all right, it's cool.
We seen OGZ in
Yeah.
November.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm hating.
Shout out OG.
Front row.
Shout out Shoreline Mafia.
And Brown Bag.
Shout out YG. Shout out Brown Bag. Shout out the Novo. But yeah, no, that's true. But me, I like it, but because I feel that it's pretty good because it improves Black and brown relations.
Yeah.
That's true. I didn't even look at it like that.
Yeah. So I like looking at it from that point of view. I'm like, dude, that's tight that they linked up.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
dope.
I totally support that all.
And they shouted out Nip too.
Yeah. And then that little dance they be doing on the video, I'm like, oh shit, I'm like that. I'm about to go buy it too, so I can do that dance too. You know.
I've only heard my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. I've only heard the song twice, so I might have to actually sit and listen to it. But yeah, what was you about to say?
That there's this dude that's on there doing burpees and like push-ups and like he had to continuously do it and he like made a whole TikTok about it. I'm like, dude, that's crazy.
Oh, like to get the scene.
To get the scene, yeah.
Dang.
It's tight.
The only time I do burpees is after a meal, and like burping. You feel me? But nah.
Yeah. The only time I do burpees is after I'm sipping Modelo's. That's why today I was like, oh, no Modelo's for me.
Yeah. No, dude, but we gotta drink. Like we
for sure.
Being on the podcast, like we're gonna get faded. We're gonna drink, and I'm sure you guys see the progress of like, oh, they're sober right now, and like, oh, that's where she got, that last shot took her out.
Yeah, there was actually a comment one time that was like, hey, I can see the progression when y'all first start, and then when y'all get all faded.
All faded, like you can see us like
champs.
You're going back and forth.
Yeah,
hey, but we still hold our composure, keep it professional. Hey, and that's another thing. I was just talking to my roommate about it, like after we watched that one from the last episode. It's it like it automatically plays the next one, and it played the last one where it was y'all two, and I remember telling my roommate, I was like, damn, bro, I was like, that's so dope, like how like. If y'all watched y'all first episode when y'all first started, y'all was like kind of like y'all was into it naturally, but like now seeing y'all like actually like sitting there and talking, it's just like damn, that's crazy because it's like y'all know we used to
even the spirits
feel that, you feel me? But I've been done the podcast, I've done hella episodes already. I used to have my whole little movement, so it's like natural to me. It was easy as hell to do this, but then seeing them like. Actually, like doing it, it's just like damn, that's crazy, and we're all siblings, That's why I'm at one song. My album dropping next week, but this probably gonna be dropping the same time. But that's why I say on the song "Saca las velitas," the whole family is popping. You feel me? Because it's crazy. Because we all got our own we all add our own little.
Sazon.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that means. But I was talking to my roommate about that, so I just want to let y'all know I'm proud of what y'all doing. Staying consistent. As someone that has always been like the entertainment business, you feel me? Like I've always been performing and trying to do podcasts and like start my own little movements and shit. So seeing y'all do this is just like cool. That's what's up, you know?
Yeah, for sure, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah, I don't know why I got on that subject, you feel me? But you feel me?
Because we drinking.
That's why, you know, because we was talking about holding our composure and how good y'all are at it, you feel me? But, you know, this is going to benefit us in the long run because eventually, you know, like, they're gonna want to hire us, you know, separately, maybe at the same time, you know, but they're gonna be like, oh, you know, they're good, you know, let me put this person on this and that, you know, it might create jobs, you know, in the future. So we practicing right now, you feel me?
Yeah. Hey, we're not supposed to cry this early in the episode.
No. Well, probably her because she's a Cancer, you know, she a crybaby. You know, I'm good at holding my composure, but you feel me? It's always good to, you know, give you flowers. You feel me?
Yeah. Hey, you know what though? Like, you know, I don't like to brag, I don't like to show off, but I'm just saying, like, it would be kind of crazy if all of a sudden we're the brown bag of Sacramento.
Okay,
that'd be fucking tight.
Hey.
Like I said, we already got Vic and Duno right here,
hey.
And then we got Lenny right here,
I wish.
And then we got Little Miss Tree back there.
Hey.
I forgot to take the bag off of him. Oh shit! What
Damn, that fool dead back there.
That motherfucker's in the body bag. 100-degree weather and that motherfucker back.
Fuck, you better get CPS called on this.
Come on, friend.
Here, hold on. Let me take it off on air.
Oh dear.
You gonna take the bag off? You gonna be like. Hey, shout out Fools Gone Wild.
That was gonna try to stab me like a Chucky doll and shit.
Hey, but you know what's the crazier part is that we're actual siblings. You feel me? Like we all actually came from the same womb, so it's like.
And a lot of people don't believe us.
Yeah.
I mean, because we don't look alike.
Just because, you know, they probably thought we all just like found each other and was like, hey, we'd be good personalities. But to be real, it's like that. I think it's just that Northern Cali like playerism, mannerism. You feel me? It's like you pick up game like being out here. Like we come at a different type of like I don't know, it's something probably in the water, you feel me? But it's just, you know, and it's just being in the ghetto, you just got to learn to be optimistic about stuff and bust out jokes when, you know, everything's going bad. And, you know, us growing up, we wasn't, you know, we didn't have it like that. So that's probably what it is. We just learned to be optimistic about things. And then, we ended up turning into a sense of humor thing, you feel me?
Yeah, plus you guys got to remember, when we're Latino, we have so many bloodlines.
Yeah.
So like the reason we're all different shades of brown is because some of us, like me, got more of the European side bloodline, and then some of us more like my siblings right here got the more Oaxaca blood. No.
Hey, I'll take it.
No. Some of they got the more, you know, native, you know, bloodline. So it's like, but we both come from the same bloodlines, and it's somehow it's like, you know, the spirit's just distributed. Like, okay, here, you know, it's like, okay, they told me, hey, you're gonna look like you're adopted your whole life.
I look Asian and I love it.
Hey, but they'll know once they see how we ride for each other. They'll know.
Yeah. But no, I'm glad you brought up your next project, because I was actually gonna ask you, like, what other projects do you got coming up?
So I'm planning on next week. This will probably be out by the time this episode drops, but I'm working on Sad God Thresh. You know, I've dropped mixtapes. My first project I ever dropped was called Sad God Mixtape.
Yeah.
And then from there, you know, I dropped Sad God Dos probably like 2 years ago. So I feel like I should just drop the trilogy now while I'm at it. Right now I'm kind of like at a point in my career where I'm like really just focused on myself. You know, like when I first started off rapping, you know, one thing about me is I've always put everybody on with me. Every time I had a show, I had all my artists on stage with me, everybody, you know. So I'm at a point where I'm like, I'm only getting older. So it's like, if I'm not focusing on myself, ain't nobody else gonna do it.
Yep.
You know, nowadays when I be posting my music, I get more love from strangers than people I've actually put on as careers, you know, you feel me? So it's just like, as for that, you learn as you grow. So it's just like, I don't, even in my last show, like, I had a lot of different variety of artists, you know, and I didn't put on a lot of my personal friends on there because it's like, you know what, I'm at a point where I got to do it strategically now. And I got to, you know, like I have to look at it from a business point of view. And, you know, that's where I'm at right now. So I'm dropping Sad God Thresh. You know, I got features from Joey Cal. I got Y&G4L on there. I got Javis on there, and Pete Grateful, Picasso, and Synesthesia, and the homegirl, damn, she just told me here. She kind of just started and shit. D Sav, that's her name, D Sav. Yeah, you know. So I'm trying to drop that next week. You know, I just threw a birthday show, and it was kind of like an album release because my set was kind of introducing the songs, and I got a lot of good feedback for it. You know, so I'm about to put this out, and that's why I brought the Set God Rolling Tray, to promote the project. Shout out Herbal Appetite. You know, it's crazy because he made it. You know, like from scratch, and he does stuff like this, and he's like, he supports my music, and you know, I haven't really recently heard from him recently, but you know, this was probably like 3 years ago, and he was like, hey, you know, I really like your music. I support your whole movement. Oh, actually, it's when I dropped Sagar Dos. Yeah. And he was like, you know, I want to do something to kind of show, you know, your appreciation for your art, for your music. And he made it. I was like, damn, that's dope. Cool peoples. You know, so shout out him. And yeah, it's a dope rolling chair. You know, it's like, it looks like a Bible. You feel me?
Yeah.
But you open it up. Hey, you feel me? Got the, if it ain't the backwood, it ain't all that good. I could have bring the tree in here because my mom would be tripping off the smell. But you feel me? But, you know, it's clean. You know, I used to roll in it a lot. Now I just leave it in my living room. So I have to, you know, bring it for in honor of the Sad God mixtape about to drop.
Yeah, that's pretty tight. As soon as I saw him take that out the bag, I was like, hey, I need one of those. I need one of those. Like, I don't read the Bible and I don't smoke, but I still need one of those. I need one of those for my business. I need it to say like Brujo or song, you know what I mean?
Hey, you know, this is actual like leaves, you know, like marijuana leaves. So
okay.
You can tell they're kind of deteriorating, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, he did his thing on this, man, and I was rolling on it. You can still see like a lot of the weed residue, but at this point, it's just like, it's even on one of my covers. So, or were you trying to give me a shot? My bad. She's so nice. She ain't even trying to cut me off. I'll be over here faded, just cutting these motherfuckers off. Like, you feel me? But yeah, man, check that out. Coming real soon, man. Sagar Tres. You know, I feel like this is like my most hardest work up to date. You know, as every artist would say, cliche wise, but nah, like real talk. Like I grow as I go, and one thing about me as an artist is I try not to lie in my music. You know, like. Every rapper exaggerates, you know. We all exaggerate. It's cool, you feel me? That's what one thing about rap is kind of like a competition thing. But, you know, I try not to lie. You know, you ain't gonna hear me on songs talking about kill this fool and this and that and body this, body that. Like, it's all fun and games and everything, but 90% of rappers out here rapping about stuff like that ain't doing it. Yeah. So, you know, like, I can't relate to it, so I'm not slapping it, you know. So I do stuff that I can relate to, you know. And nowadays, I just been trying to make money and keep it, like, family oriented, you feel me? And you know, that's what I try to stay to. So, you know, if you don't like, you know, having to watch your back and killing ops and all this and that, and you like actually living and partying and doing your thing, and I like being the father, you feel me, to my kids. So that's something I look forward to too. So if you like stuff like that, man, clock in, you feel me? Check the project out, Sagar Tres, you know, dropping June 6th.
Cheers to Sagar Tres.
Hey.
That's tight, man. That's tight.
Oh no! I don't need no limon. Excuse me.
But yeah, man. That's tight, man. You know, so shout out to all the guest appearances that you had on your album, man. That's pretty tight. Yeah. Because you know, a lot of people don't understand how difficult it is to get a collab sometimes, man.
Yeah, hey, for real. Like, yeah, like you reach out to artists, and then everybody deals with life. So you know, being a local rapper, you also like. Rap isn't your priority, so sometimes it is a little difficult when you send a song to someone. Even me, I'm guilty of it. I have people probably still waiting on the verse for me that I probably forgot about, you know. But it's just like it's because you got to actually sit there and get in that, you know, like feel in that vibe and all that. And sometimes people don't have the time of day, so it's like when someone actually sends me a verse or like they get in the studio with me and we work on something, like it's really like I appreciate it. And you know, you end up once you make the song, that's just something added to the books. You're making history. You feel me? So it's like I appreciate the people that are still doing, you know, songs with me at that. I try to keep it in the family all the time. Like Joey Cal and YNG4L, they're on the project and they're pretty much on almost every project I've dropped. So it's like I try to keep it, you know, with my peoples and shit. But, you know, I like working with newer artists like, you know, D-Sav, you know, she's kind of a newer artist I got in there. Shout out Synesthesia and Picasso, you know, and P Grateful, you know, they're kind of newer artists I've been working with and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it's just like it do be hard when you get other people on there, but fortunately, you know, like a lot of people respect me in this rap game. So when I do reach out to people, they kind of be surprised, like, "Oh shit, what you want to do a song with me?" Yeah, excuse me, and then you know, most of the time it do be a little speedy. You feel me? But yeah, man, shout out to the artists that work with me, even to the artists at the show, man. Like I wish I would have gone. It was so dope, man. Like. It was my birthday show and all that. A lot of my people came through. Like, even people I was surprised I didn't think was going to come through, you know, because it was kind of last minute. I made the flyer last minute and all that, you know, and I strategically put the artists together, you know, like I had Slack on there. Shout out Slack, you know, that's my daughter's you know, second cousin. Oh, okay. So, you know, I had to keep it in the family, and he's a dope artist at that. You know, I just recently put Bella, you know, my daughter onto his music, and you know, now she be slapping one of his songs consistently. So, you know, I just try to show love and spread. You know, when I hear good music, you know, I try to spread it out there. And shout out Zoo Divine, you know, he performed. Shout out Brazy Angelo, Lil Nug, YNG4L, Mello the Man pulled up. It was a lot of dope artists, Joey Cal, you know, and shout out Shot by the Kid from Killer Cali Hip Hop. You know, that was supposed to be the return to Killer Cali Hip Hop show, and it was successful. So shout out Young Rich, Shot by the Kid. You know, we've been Shot by the Kid, man. He got, like, for a little dude, man, like, he's very quiet, but he got connects like a Emma effort. My bad, I ain't trying to cuss because this is on YouTube. But, you know, he got connects, you know, and we've been working a lot lately. So you're going to see a lot more of us working together. You feel me?
That's what's up.
Damn, I just talked hell. I started sweating and shit.
Because he's passionate about his work.
Yeah. No, when music, people know music is my number one passion. Like, I've been doing this since I was 12, you know, and I'm hella old now. So I got a couple years left in me. So right now I'm trying to go hard because, you know, like, I still got my hairline. I still got, you know, some black hairs in there. Once I get too much gray hairs, I'm gonna kind of like fall back a little more. You feel me? But I'm gonna probably do the CEO thing, like go toes and start signing artists. I'm gonna get rich somehow off of music. You feel me? But we gonna get it in. But yeah, man, what's up with y'all? What y'all been up to? I've been talking hella. You feel me?
That's all good.
No, that's tight that you mentioned unity, man. That's fucking tight.
Yeah.
Cause you know, a lot of times, dude, like a lot of people don't understand this. You make more money making connections instead of making enemies.
Yep.
Making enemies, you lose money. Making connections, y'all make money together.
And then you always gotta look over your shoulder. Then you gotta be always on your. Always be, you know, on your toes, but more than usual, it's like chill out. You know, network. It's all about that business mind.
I was about to say that too. I recently heard that too. Like I saw somebody post about it. They're like, if you're not gonna get nowhere if you're not networking.
Yeah.
Right. If you're one of those people that's just gonna be like, I ain't gonna work with nobody. I can do this on myself. Like I thought of that before. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna do a whole project by myself. I got enough to hold myself down. But now you got to network because you feel me. Like at the same time, regardless if you're just like, nah, you can do it by yourself. Right. But you just got to think about it. Like the more people into it, like they're gonna actually support it on their own, and their fan base will, you know, their cult following. The people that actually listen to everything they do, they gonna check you out, and if you're dope enough, they gonna follow you. You know, that's where it's up to you if you can handle, you know, from there to you know, attract the crowd. You know, but it's just like you got to network. That's the only way. And you know, me being a Gemini, I love my my privacy. You know, I love my solitude. I don't like interacting with a lot of people as much as I used to back in the day. But you know, I like being alone. But it's just like I got to get out my circle. You know, and if you're comfortable doing what you're doing, you're not growing. You know, you got to get out your comfort zone. You feel me? So yeah, you know, as much as sometimes I really don't like talking to people and being around people, or even like I'll see people out and about and I know who they are, and I'd be like, man, I want to say what's up, but just I'll be like, man, I don't feel like talking to nobody. But you got to learn, like, what if you run into someone and be like, what's up, fool? Check my music out. And they actually check your music out. You know, you never know that them clicking on your music at that time might create an algorithm and might create, you feel me, like more followers. Like you never know, you feel me? It's all in the works. You just gotta work towards it. So network, fools.
Yeah, network. And do everything with intention. Do it with like that, you know what, I'm doing this for this and this is gonna be the outcome. Intention behind everything that you do.
And for example, you feel me, like even with Saca las Velitas, you know, like with my brother, he's going out of town and interviewing people, you know, he's networking, you know. Now think about it. The people he just interviewed 3 people that, you know, we have a following, you know, people that watch our stuff, you know, they don't know who they are, you know, so they're checking them out, and now them, you know, their people, they're like, what? They're on an interview? Let me check them out. Now their people are checking us out, and you know, it's just like it's more attention. It's like networking. Snowball effect. Yeah, it's a snowball effect, exactly, you know, and that's why, you know, it's dope. I think it's dope that he's going out of his way, working towards, you know, like building, because that's the only way you're gonna grow. You feel me? Like he look what he went through. He just told us what he went through that morning, and you feel me? He still made it happen. You know, it's just like you know, he's put an effort towards it. You know, in this part of networking, he could have just been like, nah, I'm cool, I'm going home. It's too much bad luck. But he's like, nah, we got to network, and now he got a dope ass episode. I was really entertained the last episode.
Exactly.
So, Hey, first of all, I got 2 things to say about that. One, as soon as he walked through the door right now to get here to do this episode, the first thing he said was, Hey, fool, that episode you did in LA was off the hood. Mm-hmm. And, you know, you guys got to watch the episode to know what we talking about.
Watch the last episode. That shit was funny as hell.
34.
Yeah, episode 34. Filmed in LA with 3 lovely ladies.
Yeah.
But the other thing I got to say about that is I'm glad you mentioned that because I was about to say that. Because when I filmed that episode, people were messaging me like, hey, why you got to drive 6 hours to make an episode when you have a whole studio in your backyard? Here's the thing. What people don't understand.
Listen.
These people have been supporting my businesses, multiple businesses. Notice that I said businesses, right? Multiple. For a long time. Where people in my own town will not admit and will not support my businesses. They might buy stuff from me, but they'll never admit that they buy stuff from me. These people 6 hours away bought stuff from me, shouted me out, posted me, told their friends, told their cousins, told their tias, told their nieces, told their amigas que son sucias about my businesses. So I am more than willingly proud to drive 6 hours to make an episode with somebody who's been supporting me for years than somebody who lives down the street that been supporting me, but they don't want nobody to know. So that's why I drove 6 hours.
Talk your shit.
And I will do it. Like I said, I will do it again. I will do that again.
This mother,
and I'm actually about to do that again pretty soon. But yeah, so it's like exactly networking. It's like I look at who supports me and who doesn't. The ones who support me, I don't give a F how far they are. If they're willing to do all that to promote me and to let people know about me, hey, I'm willing to drive 6 hours.
Yep.
I'm willing to drive 6 hours and to have you on the episode. And on the episode, we're not gonna talk about like what they buy and stuff like that.
No.
We're just gonna make it funny. But them supporting me with my other episodes makes me want to shout them out on here.
Yep.
And I do not mind driving 6 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours.
At all.
Yep.
At all. Even if it ain't for business, just to go out there and hang out with you,
Yeah.
we're gonna pull up.
Yeah. Cause dude, that's I'm gonna talk a little more about that and after we talk about the other topics. Cause I feel like we got sidetracked.
Yeah.
All right, so real quick, while we're still on the networking topic, another example of networking is shout out Fat Dabby.
Shout out Fat Dabby.
They coming out of Stockton. The homie, I had dropped the mic drop. Me rapping and shit, and he followed me off of that. He seen somebody posted, and then he drove from Stockton, to meet me and give me, he gave me some merch. He brought me a rolling tray. It's a little dirty because I use it every day. I have to throw rubbing alcohol in there and make it presentable for the episode. But I had to make sure I brought it on set, because he drove from Stockton, networking. He could have sent it to me. Yeah, you feel me? Hey, he could have sent it to me, but. I was just like, no, we got to network. You got to create relationships, So he drove out here and he brought me a hoodie. We chopped it up and now we're good. I told him anytime he comes to Sacramento, he's Gucci Bellucci. You feel me? Like, hit me up. And, I'm going to bring the hospitality. I got my own spot. He can pull up. We can chill there. If he gets too faded out here, he ain't got to drive back to Stockton. It's good because we've already clocked in. We've already chopped it up. He showed me love. He brought me that, off of music, So it's like, it's just networking. All it takes is a DM.
Yeah.
So reach out, work with people. Don't feel too big, Don't feel like, man, I'm too good to work with these people. Even, you can look at them, you be like, man, they ain't got that much followers. Who cares, bro? Because you never know. Like, Fat Daddy, bro, they got dope products. I'm mad I ain't got the hoodie right now because, I ain't gonna lie, like we was kicking it one day and one of my homegirls, she was cold and, she put it on and she ended up taking it home on accident. She's gonna give it to me. I gotta go grab it. But I'm gonna bring it the next episode and shit. But I had to make sure I brought the rolling tray. But their clothes is dope. Check them out, man. Follow Fat Dabby. It ain't no cheap quality on their clothing, So it's like check them out and clock in, man.
Yeah,
anyways,
for sure.
That was an example of networking. So.
Yeah, and we'll tag him.
Yeah, we'll tag him over here. But yeah, that's true. Yeah, because I remember we shouted him out a few episodes ago. So that was pretty tight. Because they can look at it like, okay, why am I gonna drive all the way to Sacramento? Mm-hmm. But he did it. It's like that means that shows how much it meant to him.
Hell yeah.
So hey,
And now look, he's getting a shout out on the
podcast.
On the podcast. It's just from networking. You got to show love back. He showed me love. I just got to show love back. You feel me? So it's a 20916 thing. You feel me?
Yeah.
Facts.
So,
and people might see us and be like, look at these fools. They think they're cool. They got a podcast. They do music. It's like, bro, look, and for what that one bar that you used to say, for every one hater, there's 1,000 fans.
Yes.
And we don't even see it as fans. It's like family. Like it's a deeper connection than just like, oh, it's a fan. Like, no, we locked in.
It really is. Yeah, it really.
I mean, because we're family, so it's just like it's the only way, man.
See again. Like I know I keep going back to like last week, but it's like really it is like family.
Yeah.
Because the way that the group chat took care of me last week when I was out there in LA, when I'm out there like losing my ish because I'm like I don't even know what to do, and I'm on the phone like I said with my sister, like I don't even know what to do no more, right? And they're like, dude, like don't even chill, like you can just stay here, like you're like they took care of me to where I was like, dude, this is like they took care of me the way family would take care of me, where the way that people in my own town would have never done.
Mm-hmm.
Like they did things that people in my own town would have never done. Unless they were my actual family.
And
like,
now you feel me? I'm pretty sure if they come out here, you're gonna return the favor.
100%.
Even me,
100%.
I've never met them for the fact that like they did that for my brother, my family, because I care about my family, So you do something for my family, I rock with you,
Yes.
So like even say they come out here and my brother's like, hey man, you feel me? Like they crashed out here, it'll be 3 a.m. Not crash, I can't say that.
Oh yeah,
But something happened, I would give them hospitality, because the love they showed to my brother. You feel me? It's like that's just how it works. They took care of him out there. I'm pretty sure my brother will make sure they're good out here.
Yeah. Because I know before I headed out there, I know that my sister right here, our sister right here, Erika, was like, hey, take care of my brother, and they really took care of me. Same way, like if my sister was going somewhere, and I'll tell my homie, hey fool, this is my sister, man. Y'all motherfuckers better take care of my sister. Like they literally, I again, like I know I keep going back to it, but it's like I cannot. Thank you is not enough. Like they literally took care of me to where like I really didn't have nothing to worry about. But it was just my own temper that was like, I'm fucking upset, But it was like they took care of me just like family. So
I hella appreciate y'all. I even texted Ali and I was like, thank you so much for taking care of my brother because. You know what I mean? But
then you just take? Was that an acid tab? No, that was Listerine, y'all. By the way, no.
Listerine.
People probably gonna be like, "What the hell?" She just took some pills.
You gave me one earlier. They're actually pretty good.
I wasn't trying to bust you out. She did it out of nowhere. People probably gonna be like, "What the hell? She just take right there?" You feel me?
Yeah.
It was just Listerine, y'all.
Listerine strip.
But yeah, man. Like anybody who takes care of you and yours, man. Like I said. Grateful to the end. Grateful.
And we're gonna be in LA soon.
Yes,
he's gonna go by himself again. By himself again.
Wait, because I'm trying to go to one of them LA trips.
Yeah. Oh, so I'll let you know behind the scenes because I don't want to say it on here because then people are gonna be starting sending the Havel vibes and shit.
Yucky.
That I feel like that's why I got scammed last time I was trying to go out there because
you know what? Yeah, that's what I think it is. Te dieron mal de ojo.
Yeah, people started hating, so I'm not gonna say it until I'm already there. So I'll let you know behind the scenes. But dude, let's go.
Let's go.
There's people waiting for you out there. There's people waiting for you out there.
Who's waiting for me?
Everybody.
Fans of the podcast. Fans of the podcast.
Nah, I'm shy.
Because they're like, we already met her. We already met him. We just need to meet him.
This guy.
I'm alright. I'm cool.
They're like, we need to meet the Gemini of the group. We already met the 2 water signs, so we need to meet the Gemini.
He's like half of me and half of Danny, to be honest.
Yeah.
And if you really think about it.
Yeah.
We all picked up game from each other,
Yeah.
So like,
facts.
We all like bounce off each other. So it's like, you get a little bit of them when you feel me clocking with me. Shit, you feel me?
Yeah. Like people that don't believe we're actually all brother and sister, just spend a few minutes with us. You'll realize real quick that we're actually brothers and sisters.
Or just watch an episode.
Just watch an episode.
Yeah, just watch an episode.
We be talking shit to each other.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So now we haven't even been sticking to the list, but because it's been so good, the combo's been so good, man. Okay, so let me see. That one.
We should just go to this one.
Okay.
Not that.
These two?
No, we should just skip these and then do this one.
Oh yeah. Okay. Dude, hey, okay. So I want to give a shout out
to these first.
Oh yeah. So real quick, guys. So I want to shout out our brand new candles from our sponsor, Scorpentero, which is these 3 candles right here, which is Diablita Love and Diablito Love. And then Abre Caminos en el Amor, right? So for my clients who are actually looking for love and they want, que se les abran los caminos o se les abran las piernas or whatever in el amor, shout out our sponsor, Scorpentero. So these are his brand new candles. Y'all definitely need to check those out. He hasn't even posted them on his story yet, because he wanted to shout him out on the podcast first.
Yeah.
So you guys are getting first look on the podcast of these 3 candles right here. Diablita Love, Diablito Love, and Abre Caminos en el Amor. So, since we're on that topic, I want to say congratulations to my client. I can't say her name, because all my clients are confidential. But my client actually today's Sunday. My client actually got married yesterday. Shout out my client.
Congrats.
Arriba el amor.
Arriba el amor. Arriba el amor. As much as TikTok wants to keep you single, we want to say arriba el amor.
Arriba el amor.
For sure. So yesterday was Saturday, so I'm on Snapchat, right? And so it's a long story. I'm gonna say more details later, but for right now, I'm gonna just say this. So I'm on Snapchat yesterday. I'm never really on Snapchat, but I see my client's story, and it looked like a party going on, right? So I click on it, and it's my client. She posts her hand with her ring on it, with her 2 rings on it, the band and the thing, and then her dude's ring. I mean, they basically got married yesterday. They got married yesterday.
Dude.
And I was hella happy. That was like a proud, brutal moment.
Aww.
And I saw that this morning hella early. And then as soon as I walk in the kitchen, I see Erica. And I told her, dude, I'm hella happy because my client got married yesterday. Like me knowing my client's background and knowing her backstory, knowing all the BS she's been through within the last, 5-6 years, it made me so happy,
Yeah.
Like clearly, it sucks because I cannot say who my client is. And she obviously cannot shout me out publicly. But me seeing her tying the knot and the baile and like in the hall and they're doing the baile, her and the husband, el novia la novia,
He's trying to hold the tears back.
Yeah, I know. He's like, I don't know if I want to cry or if I want to burn.
I'm just feeling all these emotions.
Yeah, it's like my body's like, it'll come out one way or the other.
He doesn't even go here.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like I was so happy for my client. Like I said, especially knowing the backstory. That's what gets me the most is that when I see my clients post their happy posts, I know the backstory. So it makes me want to cry because I'm like, but nobody knows. So I got to pretend like I don't know them. Like I got to pretend like they're like, oh, like I see that so-and-so got married. I'm like,
what?
Oh, yeah, who that is? I don't know who
Who
that
the fuck
is.
is that guy?
Yeah,
who
the fuck is that guy? But it's like I got to pretend like I don't know.
Yeah.
The whole time I know the whole backstory of how they got there and what they went through to even get to this point, and I know like what products they got to get to this point. So it makes me hella happy, and I just sometimes I can't post the reviews because it's so. Like I said, I keep my clients' reviews personal and 100% confidential and private. So it's like, but seeing my client this morning that she got married yesterday really made my day this morning.
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah.
And that goes to show how close he keeps his clients. Because it's like, dude, I seen her through this, through that, and X, Y, and Z, all for her to end up here.
Yeah.
And it's all thanks to the products that he sells. It's all thanks to the connection that he had with his client and chose the right products to recommend to her. And it's like, this is why he does what he does.
Yeah.
And for him to sit there and be happy, it's like he could have just been like, okay, skip. Like, okay, that's all straight, whatever. But he's like, dude, guess what happened? Like, this is my client,
Yeah.
That just speaks volumes.
Yeah, and then thanks to the spirits that I work with, that they're the ones that help me help my clients.
Right.
So it's like I just be like but like it sucks because it's like sometimes I'd be so happy, but I can't tell no one because it's confidential.
Right.
So it's like the only 2 people I can tell is my 2 siblings right here. So it's hella excitement that I can't even speak on,
Yeah.
So I wanted to mention it on here, shout out to my client. She got married yesterday.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I feel like we should take a shot for that.
Yeah, we should definitely take a shot for that. For sure.
We ain't bitter, we believe in that, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like if you really find true love and it makes you happy, man, do that, man. Do your
I
thing.
did.
Yeah.
Hey, you feel me? If people hating on you, fuck it. You feel me? Like if people don't agree with it, do your thing. Whatever makes you happy, who cares what people are saying? You feel me? Like, even if like your friends and everything in your ear, fuck it.
Yeah, because
figure it out. They just probably miserable.
Yeah, because nowadays you get shamed for being happy, you get shamed for being in love. But I'm here to tell you guys, man. If I was I clearly I sell love candles, right?
Yeah.
That's my number one love selling candle. If I was to believe every person that comes to me and tells me I hate love and love is not for me, if I was to believe them, I would have been out of business a long time ago.
Right.
But somehow I'm in business, right? My number one selling candle is the love candles, and love candles are the ones that make my business keep running. I'm so glad I don't listen to the BS that I see on TikTok.
Yeah.
Because if I did, I would have gave up my business a long time ago.
Yeah.
But look, like I said, our sponsors coming up with 3 new love candles because love candles and love runs his business so much.
Yeah.
So don't let people on TikTok convince you that love is not good. So we're gonna say cheers to
Arriba el
that.
amor.
Arriba el amor.
Shout
Arriba el
out
amor.
love.
Shout out love. No, but look, this morning I posted that our sponsor has new candles. I didn't even post what kind of candles. I just post candles. So then my DMs blew up. Hey, what candles is it? What kind of candles? Oh, I need to buy some because like people that know about these candles, they know what's up. So they're immediately like, soon as our sponsor has not dropped a new candle in a long time. So when he dropped the new candles today, he hasn't even posted them. But
that's what I was gonna ask. I was like, what? I didn't really catch if you explained what the candles like were for, the Diablito Love and all that. Like, explain to because I'm curious too. Like, what exactly were they for?
Oh yeah. So I'm
the new candles.
Yeah. So I'll explain that right now. So when people message me, they're like, "Hey, what candles is it?" As soon as I said they were love candles, half the people was like, "Hey, sign me up. I want some right now." I haven't even posted them yet, right? And then the other people were like, "Oh, I hate love," blah blah, talking smack. But if I sat there and believed those people that were like, "I hate love," if I sat there and believed them, like I said, I would have been out of this years ago.
Yeah.
But I know that right now, for the gram, they're like, "Oh, I hate love," blah. They're gonna talk all their smack, and I'm gonna reply with a LOL and the laughing face. Then in a few days, they're gonna be like, "Hey, you know that new love candle? hey, can I get one? Hey, can I get like 5 of those real quick?" Like, I know what's up. I know the deal. Like I said, my shit's confidential though, so I ain't gonna put nobody on blast. But if I was to sit there and believe TikTok and believe social media about how love is not popping, and if I was to sit there and believe that, I would have gave up on my own business a long time ago.
Yeah. No facts.
But I know 100% that love always wins. So I'm like, hey, you could tell me you hate love all you want. In a few days, you're gonna hit me up for one of these ones I posted. So anyway, so the new love candles are so the new candles are all love candles. So Diablito Love and Diablita Love is so like, if you're trying to attract a female or a male, then you would pick, Diablito Love or Diablita Love or even love for yourself.
Right.
So if you're a female, then you would get the Diablita Love.
Oh, okay.
If you're a male trying to attract love, you would get the Diablito Love. If you want to open the roads in the love in general, then you would get the Abre Caminos en Amor. So you would open the roads in love. So it's like, it just basically Abre Caminos road opener is basically like the spirits. They open the door for blessings to come through. So for example, right? So you might be looking for like this top model skinny chick, but when you open the door, you're gonna get a bunch of tortas. You're gonna get a bunch of pieces that you don't like. But hey, the door's open. So the door's open. You take your pick of what you want. So that's how it is. It's like you got all these options now. When at one point you had no options, but now you got hella options. So take your pick of whatever you want.
Also, there's nothing wrong with tortas.
Yeah. There's definitely. Yeah,
I love tortas.
Yeah. We love tortas. We love tortas. They always support too. So like. Well, I'm just saying that as
it's in general,
to make it funny. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it funny for the pod. But yeah, so basically, so Abre Caminos en el Amor is basically you might be looking for love in one spot,
right?
But the spirits are like, hey, you're gonna get love from everywhere. The spirits are like, you're gonna get love in every hole.
I don't want love in no holes.
Daddy's speak for yourself.
Nah, but even as in like people showing you love, right?
Yeah.
Like, people can show you love, like, even if you like, man, I'm about to drop this, this song or even this picture, you just want hella likes. Hey, get a candle. You feel me? You might get more likes, more. If that's your thing, there actually is people out there that like, revolve their life around likes, which is not, to each his own. Do your thug thizzle, but get a candle, get some more likes.
See, so I'm so glad you mentioned that. Right? So for example, right, my clients. So I'm gonna give you guys a secret right now. I never like putting people on, but I'm gonna put you on right now. So if you made it this far in the episode, comment I made it this far. Okay, so I'm about to put you on, right? So me, I'm a male, right? But all my clients are females. So for me, I would light myself the Diablito Love candle just because the females, when they see me, they're like, okay, like I'm trying to smash this fool. How am I going to get his attention? Oh, let me go buy a candle for him. So them buying the candle from me, I'm making a sale.
Right.
I'm making money. I'm paying my bills. So with that knowledge, do whatever you want.
Hey, clock in, man.
Hey.
Clock in.
Get your candles.
Clock that.
So I'm gonna give you guys another example. If you're a female and you're a waitress, right? You're a female and you're a waitress. You got all these thirsty assholes looking at you. So you're gonna get yourself the Diablita candle. So all these motherfuckers already looking at you. Now they're looking at you with like trying to wife you up. What's your job? You're a waitress at a restaurant. You're a waitress at Calaveras, right?
Calaveras.
So you're a waitress at Calaveras, female, and you got male clients.
Yeah.
They see you as, me caso con ella, like I'm trying to wife her up. But you're not going to let them wife you up. So what are they going to do? Oh, let me, déjale hecho uno de 100 ahí, you know, para que. So, hey, you're making extra tips on your job.
Yeah.
When, you know, you used to make half of that. Now all of a sudden, you're getting hella tips because these motherfuckers don't want to wife you up.
Yeah.
So you can manipulate it, you know, different ways. I don't like to put people on like that unless you're my client. But I'm putting you guys on.
Yeah.
So make sure you hit the like button, fuckers. But
Yeah, fuckers.
but you know, that's how it works, man. That's how it works.
Once he starts cussing, we all cussing.
Motherfucker.
Hey,
Wait, once we're past the 10-minute mark, we
We good. We chilling now.
bitch, fuck. No, I'm just kidding.
Motherfucker.
pinche way.
My mom might still be watching, so she's gonna be like,
No,
Hi, Mom.
yeah, hey, Mom.
Hola, madre.
Mom, es para YouTube, Mom. Es para YouTube.
Hey.
Es para YouTube. No vais a madrear.
Like,
No.
¿sabes qué? Hijo de tu madre.
No. Okay, so which topic should we talk next? We still got a little bit of time.
What you been up to, Erica?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just
So-
chilling.
Chillaxing.
The viewers want to know.
Her birthday's coming up.
Oh, it
Oh
is.
yeah, it is. It is.
My birthday's coming up. My birthday is July 22nd.
Team Cancer. Shout
And-
out to Cancers.
Shout
I
out
love
Cancers.
Cancers. you
Shout
know.
out Cancers.
They cry babies, but I F with the Cancers. You
Sure
know.
am. I
Shout
am,
out water signs.
Yeah, I'm the mother of the zodiac. So,
Yes.
That's what a
yeah.
Cancer is?
Yeah, the
The
mother of the zodiac. I'm right in the middle. So,
Never heard of that, but
yeah.
that's what's up.
And you know how we had a previous episode how I was like, dude, like I've always only dated like Pisces, and I've always like done this, and it's always been a Pisces.
Yeah.
I found me a Capricorn.
What? Hey, shout out
So
Capricorn.
this is
Shout
the
out
first birthday that I won't be single in, and
Shout out Capricorn.
Oh, so you're officially not single.
yeah.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
news to me. I didn't know that.
Wait.
I mean, I know you was talking to someone, but I didn't know you was like officially like this is my boo thing.
Wait,
Yeah.
so Primer Impacto wants to know: is this a hard launch?
This is a hard launch. I did a
No,
soft
shit.
launch on Instagram.
Hey,
but this is
hey, we need Miurka on the scene ASAP. Miurka,
Who's that?
the
girl
weather
from
lady?
Primer Impacto.
Oh, the main one. I didn't even know that was her name. That's crazy.
The Nalgona, the one on the left. No, so do we need to warn Lily y La Gordo about this shit or
No warning. No warning.
That's how important this is. Okay.
This is important because we've done a lot of episodes where I'm like, oh, I'm single, and you know, this is the first one that I'm officially like, no.
Okay, so El Gordo y La Flaca is on the scene right now. Mm-hmm. What do you have to
I
say?
guess
to
I'm
that?
the gordo one.
There's no flaca here.
Gordo y el flaco.
No, yeah, this is a hard launch, and officially no Pisces.
I was just asking what she was up to. I didn't know she was
I know.
gonna say all this. She's talking about something about corn and
Capricorn.
I thought we were talking about Lilo and Stitch.
I thought
I mean, we can.
nah.
No,
Oh, so
I feel like this is more important. Okay, so
Lilo
anyways,
can wait. I watch it. I wait till it gets on Blu-ray.
is there any information you would like to share with the viewers?
Anyone?
Especially the stalkers that be trying to send D-pics.
Damn.
Stop sending them. No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah.
Yes, stop sending me. You're saying it to the wrong fucking account, fucker.
That's a fucking clip. That's a clip.
You better get her in trouble. We just found this out.
No, yeah. We're gonna have a great summer. We're gonna have a great summer. This is the first summer in 3 years that I'm gonna be, you know, off the market.
So we know about Verano Sin Ti, but you talking about this is gonna be Verano Contigo?
Contigo, yes.
What the? Oh
Contigo.
shit! Okay. Hey, cheers to that.
fucking
Cheers to that.
I'll take a
Cheers to
shot to that.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. Oh, mine is empty, but I'm gonna still take a shot to that. Cause hey, that's tight. That's tight. So congratulations, Erica.
Congrats. You know,
But-
this is news to me. I mean, I knew she was talking to somebody, but I didn't know. You know, she was in like Single. That's what's up, though. Congratulations.
Hey, all I gotta say is, as long as they give you enough free time to make episodes, still,
Oh, of course.
then it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they start fucking up the episodes.
Yeah, because like
we gonna have me and Danny gonna have to interview him. Right?
I know.
Go ahead.
We're gonna have to.
Damn, we gonna take our shots already.
We can pretend.
I know. Cheers. Cheers to that.
I already
Cheers to
drank
that.
my chasers.
No, but hey, seriously though, congratulations. Like, hey, we just like making fun of shit.
We
but,
love. We
yeah,
love
we love
love. So
love,
I
yeah.
wanted to share that. You
Yeah.
know, given that we're
Okay,
talking about
so-
love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the hosts isn't single anymore. I'm
Yeah.
still single. Oh shit! Yeah. I don't even know.
I already, yeah,
We don't talk about Bruno.
yeah, we don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno.
That's a bar.
That's a clip, too.
We don't talk about Bruno.
We
And
don't
we
talk
have to
about
make-
Bruno. Hey, and that whole movie revolves around a candle.
Oh,
It does.
shit.
Hey, Encanto.
Hey.
Hey, see, that's how we the shit. That's how we the
See?
shit.
Mind blown.
And welcome back to Brown Bag, the Sacramento.
Me personally, I am single. You know, I'm single as can be. I'm 2.5 years strong now.
Okay.
You know, I can. Before those 2.5 years, I was in a 6 year long relationship. You know, and I feel like, you know, I should still be single a little longer. You know, I kind of like my solitude now, so it's like, you know, I like not having to answer to nobody. You know, but to each his own. You know, like, you feel me? I like my freedom.
that's true.
Hey.
Hey, that's true. Because, you know, honestly, I don't even know what I am right now. All I know is,
I mean, shit, you over here shooting episodes with this is like what year? None but I ain't seen none but pretty girls on the podcast.
Pretty girls.
And then I'm over here like talking about, I don't think you single fool, but you feel me?
Hey.
Nah, but he's a brujo though, you feel me? It's business though, you know? We getting content.
all I'm going to say is, if you want to know if these candles work, just keep watching the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Keep watching the podcast. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know what I am, but I am a spokesperson for these candles.
Yeah.
So keep watching the podcast.
They don't call him brujo
Link is
for
in his
nothing.
bio.
Yeah, but we don't talk about Brujo.
We don't talk about
But
brujo.
okay, so
But
next
yeah,
topic.
single. I'm single, so all the single ladies, you know, I don't ruin homes, so only all the single hyenas. If you a mother, it's cool. I like mothers. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm not even looking. I'm just talking shit right now.
See, now I feel bad because I be ruining hella homes. Nah.
What the fuck?
No, hey,
Primer impacto.
El gordo y la gorda.
hey, like Lil Wayne said, but now I'm single.
Hey.
Now I'm single.
Fun fact: Drake wrote that song.
Yeah, exactly.
You knew that? Did you know that?
Edge. Yeah. Because
Okay.
dude, Drake was Lil Wayne's right hand man.
Yeah.
And I've seen what he's done with his right hand, so I'm not trying to be the right hand man, but I know that. No, but see, dude, that's why Drake is the it. Scorpio-ish.
Shout out my Scorpios.
Yeah,
Shout out
Scorpio,
Kendrick.
man. Shout out Kendrick.
Shout out
And
Kendrick.
Gemini.
Shout out Kendrick. But hey, man, like I know Scorpios get a lot of hate, and that's even the last episode. I was just there chilling, and all of a sudden, oh, you're a Scorpio. Oh, Scorpio's my worst, blah, blah, red flag, and I'm just like,
That's true.
Oh yeah.
but
Oh yeah.
hey,
Oh girl, she was talking about that Scorpios. Every Scorpio she's ever had with was bad or something.
But that
like
was tight though. That was tight though, because that was
She was
that
cute
episode,
too. What's
bro.
her? No.
All
No.
beautiful.
That episode, thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. Thank you, like I said, thank you so much, Brittany, Alejandra, Jocelyn. You gotta go out there.
We will.
No, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
out there. You feel me? Just
Yeah.
to clock in with the people because I see a lot of people show y'all love. You know, so it's
Yeah.
like this is my familia. You feel me? So
Yeah.
if my familia's out there, like if you show my family love, I fuck with you. You feel me?
Yeah.
As simple as that. You know.
Yeah, like I said, like true simply. So if you know me and Erika, a lot of people know me and Erika already, but they don't know Afiliado. Like
I'm alright, I'm
he's
cool.
literally our brother. He's
Yeah.
like legit.
Ooh.
Say, I see.
They ran
Again,
again.
the spirits
You see
agree.
that?
The
They
spirits
like
agree.
me. The spirits like
Spirits
me.
agree, yeah,
The-
exactly.
The spirits was flickering. I'm cool though. I just be smoking weed all the time. I be high. You feel me? That's another thing on the last episode. Y'all was talking about 420 friendly. I was like, oh yeah, my brother finna be like, oh yeah, my brother Philly be smoking 24/7. I was like, damn, I didn't even get a 420 shout out. Fuck.
Dude, I was messed up. Like,
Nah, yeah.
I was
You look
gone.
nervous. You look nervous. You was over there getting attacked.
I was
like,
getting
what?
attacked.
I was just like, damn. I was like, maybe I should drive to LA right now. It was already an old episode, but I was ready to drive to LA just to ride for my brother. Like, hold on.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by that?
Nah.
Dude, no, seriously, no, it was a whole vibe, dude. Like,
Yeah.
seriously, Both of y'all.
Bro, every
would
time
have
y'all go to LA, y'all look
It's
like
a
y'all have hella
vibe.
fun, man. I be hella mad in Sacramento, like, what the fuck, man? I be trying to report their pages and shit.
That's what it was.
Dude, no, it was lit. Yo, I like, dude. Okay, so now that we're at the end of the episode, I can tell you guys a little bit more. So after we recorded the episode, we went to the club.
Yeah.
So they took me to the club.
Yeah, to the club.
Yeah. So if you know me, I don't really be at the club unless I'm in LA.
Right.
I don't be at the club. I don't be at the bar. I don't be at nowhere unless I'm in LA. We went to the club. I kind of want to shout out the club, but I don't want people to know where it's at.
Don't
because,
do it.
Yeah, because next time I'm there, I don't want people just pulling up randomly, you know? But we went to the club, and it was off the hook, man, off the hook. Shout out Alejandra for putting me on to that spot. And it was right around the spot, right around the corner from where I stayed. And it was tight, man. It was tight. I was hella messed up. I was messed up. I was messed up.
You stayed in LA that night?
Yeah, I stayed in LA, yeah. But I was lit. I was hella messed up. But the club was tight because they were playing it was kind of mixed. It was a mixed crowd, like Mexican, white, todo. But
Well, that's the last of it.
they were playing a lot of reggaeton. Cheers. Hey,
Cheers.
The last cheers of the night.
The last shot.
Guys,
Yeah.
hey, this episode, I love this episode.
35.
35.
That's an eighth.
No, but yeah, like, so we went to the club, right? So we went to the club. Dude, I danced the whole night. Like, I did not take a
Dance.
single
What'd you
break.
dance?
I like reggaeton, everything. Like, it was lit. Like, I haven't been to the club in years, man.
That's crazy because I haven't seen my brother dance in hella long.
Yeah. So, like, that's how lit it was. That's how much fun I had
I'm
in LA. Man.
jealous.
That's how
I
much
want to
fun.
go to LA.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's how much fun I had in LA. Then after the club, we go back to the room. Then we started getting hungry. So then Ali was like, "Hey, there's a taco lady right here, like around the corner." Because like I'm telling you, like right where I stayed, it's right by her house. So she was like, "Hey, there's a taco lady right around the corner." Boom. We're next thing you know, we're at the taco spot. I got a quesadilla. I got 2 quesadillas.
That's a bomb right now.
Yeah,
I know.
hella good. Like the food was good, but dude, that club. Hey, next time we all go, we gotta go to that spot.
I'm down.
Yeah, I'm that's why I'm not saying the name right now because I don't want to burn out the spot. I don't want people to know where we're gonna be at. But that club was off.
Fuck them. All the hyenas pull up.
Once we're there, we can say it.
Nah, I'm just playing.
Once we're there,
All
and
the
then we
hyenas stay
leave,
away. I want to stay single now. Anyway, Sagar Tres.
Hey.
Dropping June 6,
Yeah.
2025.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we passed the 10-minute mark, right?
Yeah. Okay. So one more thing. Hey. So I'm the newest member of these fools. Nah. So thank you guys so much for tuning into episode 35.
35.
We love you guys. We love you guys.
Thank
like
you
I
for
said,
tuning in.
yes. Like I said, go check out episode 34.
Please,
Yes, please. We love the ladies that were on there.
Yes.
We love our special guests, and we got more surprises, more guests for y'all. So thank you guys so much. We appreciate you guys.
Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe,
Comment,
and then,
share, like.
yes, and then what was your sign off?
Love, peace,
Love.
chicken.
Oh,
Peace
love,
and-
peace, and chicken grease. Hey, my bad, y'all. I'm a little faded right now. I ain't got my daughter today, so usually I got my daughter with me when I pull up, but I ain't got her with me today, so I can, sip a little extra. So I'm a little faded, you feel me? But love, peace, and chicken grease. That's some Sack Reacts, you feel me?
Popeye's chicken.
Hey. Shout out my Scorpios, Cancers, and Geminis. Scorpio, Cancers, and Geminis in the building.
Hey.
Shout out the chat.